Hello, survivors. Let's move some chi today. We're going to talk about strengthening our fingers and our wrists. The other night on one of the survivor support group sessions, I was talking with several people who are, like myself, stroke survivors, and how they um, focus and want to work on strengthening their hands. One fellow to get himself up on his tractor, he's a farmer, and other people for various other reasons. But having strong fingers and strong hands is very important as we age and as we recover post aortic dissection surgery and then follow up stroke rehabilitation. Big shout out to Aortic Hope, Karen, Josh, and all the other people with Aortic Hope. Thank you for sponsoring this session. Find a comfortable spot. Make sure it's okay with your doctor to do any exercises. You can ask them about Qigong and tell them that Qigong is very easy, and moving Qi is very important to opening up the blood flow and loosening the fascia, removing any kind of stagnation in our bodies. So make sure it's okay with your doctor and find a comfortable spot. We're going to move some Qi sitting down first of all. So relax and open your joints. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your ankles, your knees, your legs, your hips. Make sure there's no stasis or stagnation or anything that's locked up or frozen in your body. Kind of start at the bottom. Feel yourself grounded into the earth. Loosen the hips, loosen the back and the shoulders, the elbows, the fingers, the neck, the eyes. Put a smile on your face. Also, we're going to belly breathe. We've talked about belly breathing many times before, lower dantian breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. So on the inhale, our belly expands, and on the exhale, our belly contracts. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts. Last time. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts. And of course, we're going to, when we do our Qigong flows, be it with our hands or arms or shoulders, going to move with intent and not force. Never force anything. And always keep in mind about a 70% tension threshold. That's a really good number that my Yochi Qigong teacher, Marissa, has always made us really think about. Don't push too far, don't pull any muscles. So 70% is a good tension to work with. So let's start with prayer hands. We did this last week. We will bring our palms together. Remember, pericardium 8 in the center of our palm is called Lao Gong. This point's a gate point, very important energy gate point. Bring our palms together. We'll drop our palms level with our elbows. So our arms are parallel with the floor. On the inhale, open our arms up, bring them back. Push our shoulders back. Smile. Exhale, bring our palms back together. Nice, easy flow to start warming up our shoulders. Inhale. Feel the chi begin to flow through your shoulders down into your arms. Exhale, palms together. Drop your palms down to the level of your elbows. Press your palms together. Inhale, open up. Smile. Let all the good blessings of the upcoming week flow into your chest. Exhale out all the old energy. Press your palms together. Feel the tension in your arms as you press. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Palms back together. Let's do this 3 more times, survivors. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Hands back to center. Press and engage. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Palms back to center. Last time. Inhale. Open up. Exhale, palms back together. Again, this movement is so good for our anterior, posterior, and middle deltoids, as well as all of the other muscles, the rotator cuff muscles underneath. Okay, let's bring our hands and set them on our knees. Now we're going to flow chi from a seated position out to our sides and out in front of us, and then stretch our wrist tendons. So palms up. Chi rises on the inhale. Palms face forward. Chi expands. Chi flows out on the exhale. Inhale, palms face the heart. Chi flows in. Palms face out. Chi expands. Nice, gentle, flowing movements of chi. Palms face in and chi contracts. Palms face the earth. Chi falls. Moving chi in so many different directions opens up all of our energy channels, stretching our muscles, removing any kind of atrophy or stagnation. Chi flows in. The beauty of this chi flow movement, chi flowing in many directions, is you can follow your heart, follow your shin, follow your chi, however your chi wants to flow. Chi flows in, contracts. Chi flows out. Press, engage. Inhale, palms towards the heart. Chi flows in. Palms facing up. Chi rises. Palms facing down. Chi falls. Let's gather earthly chi. Bring it into our heart center. I love this flow. It's especially great for senior citizens and those of us that have been disabled or are disabled and recovering from aortic vascular surgery or any kind of surgery for that matter. Gentle movement, gentle flowing, moving our arms, moving the chi really helps keep our shoulders and our arm joints, fingers, hands, wrists from locking up, from stagnation, from atrophy, atrophication. Chi falls, chi rises. Exhale, chi flows out. On the inhale, chi flows into our heart. Chi rises, we'll gather heavenly chi, bring it down, reach out, and bring that heavenly chi into our heart. Again, chi flows out. Chi flows in. Come back to center, put your hands on your knees. Okay, survivors, that's the many directions of chi flow is a wonderful movement flow that you can do sitting in your chair, sitting on the edge of your bed, even laying in bed. Sometimes I do it at night just to keep that chi flowing through our shoulders and our arms. So important as we recuperate post stroke, post vascular surgery to keep our shoulders from locking up, keep that rotator cuff muscle set from atrophying. So, we're going to do a few finger spirals, starting with some of the hand exercises. We have props today to look at, props that you can find anywhere around most houses. Finger spirals, I like to move my pinky first, then my ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, and thumb. And these balls, you've seen them before many times. Bao Ding balls, Chinese medicine balls. They're really good. And the key for finger strength working the Bao Ding balls is to move them in a circle with your fingers without the balls touching each other, which is quite a chore, quite a trick. Very good therapy for your fingers. You can keep a set of these balls, Chinese medicine balls, by your chair. It's also fun just to swirl them fast, let the balls touch each other. It's really a trick to reverse directions and go counterclockwise. Clockwise for me, for my right hand, is so much easier. And then switch hands, and counterclockwise with your left hand for me is so much easier. But using your thumb, you can switch directions. So Bao Ding balls, very good exercise for strengthening the fingers, gives some substantiation, some more yin component to finger spirals, the Qigong finger spirals. If you don't, you can order the Bao Ding balls on Amazon or probably pick them up at your local Asian food market. However, I like to use golf balls too, and everybody almost has a set of used golf balls in the garage, and golf balls make a wonderful prop to help move those fingers, keeping those fingers limber, keeping the chi flowing. You know, we've talked about the different meridians that run through the fingers, starting with the lung meridian and the thumb, the large intestine meridian with the pointer finger, the pericardium and the middle finger, the triple warmer, triple burner, and then small intestine and heart meridian. So you have a lot of energy flow, a lot of nervation and tendons that are connected throughout your body that connect to the fingers. And distally, by tonifying your hand, you can do a whole lot of good for many portions of your upper body and middle body and even lower body. So if you have a set of golf balls, if you don't have the Bao Ding balls, the Chinese medicine balls, golf balls work wonders too. And doing this on a daily basis, the thing about strengthening hands, wrists, and fingers is it's not an overnight cure, it's a journey. Just like recuperation from aortic dissection was and is a journey for all of us. It doesn't happen overnight. I couldn't walk after surgery. It took a long time to really one extra step a day, walking to the mailbox, learning how to talk again. I still fumble with my words all the time. Pump head is a real challenge. But golf balls, Chinese medicine balls, great finger exercise, great for tonifying and strengthening your fingers. A towel is another great prop for long-term tonification of the wrists and the fingers. And what I like to do is just to roll a towel up. And there's two exercises you can do with a towel. You can fold it in half after you roll it up. Just this is a hand towel, and squeeze it just like a tennis ball, like you're squeezing a tennis ball. And I guarantee 100 times, squeezing this towel 100 times will really work your wrist muscles and your finger muscles out, and you will feel it. But again, uh, keep a hand towel on your recliner or your easy chair where you sit by your bed. So when you're resting at night, reading a book, you can squeeze that towel. Another exercise I like to do with the hand towels is just wrist twists, wrist twisting your wrists. It's really more or less a Qigong wrist spiral movement, but wrist, twisting the towel adds resistance to your wrist motions, your wrist flows. So a towel squeezing and twisting, very good exercise prop, therapy prop for strengthening our wrists and our fingers. I read an article recently that said that for every hour as we age or as we recuperate post-surgery that we don't use and exercise our fingers and our wrists, we begin to lose significant muscle capability in our hands. So very important to always be aware that we've got to be moving our fingers and our wrists. And you can talk to them. So thank you, wrists, for thank you, fingers, for all you do. I mean, they have sometimes a thankless job, and it's always good to tell your body parts how much you appreciate what they do for you. This is just a scalp scrubber for washing my head, but I find that it does really good in allowing me to squeeze in a fashion that the hand towel and the Chinese medicine balls don't. So just grasping that scalp scrubber and then making it two-dimensional. When you rub your head in the shower, you do a spiral. So you're tightening and loosening your grip while you're doing a spiral. And this is actually a very complex group of muscle movements that can really help tonify and strengthen those wrist muscles. On top of that, it feels good too. So I would highly recommend it every day. You take a shower every day or every other day, hopefully, or every 3 days maybe. But keeping one of these shower scrubbers around, learning to tighten your fist, loosen your fist, tighten your fist as you're making spirals. Very good muscle group coordination. My Qigong beanbag. This is just a beautiful cloth bag that came from Qi that's filled with black beans. Black beans are one of my favorite, but garbanzo beans work great too because garbanzo beans are round, and stimulation of your fingers and your hands, very important and effective exercise that you can do daily. Tapping the wrists. What you're essentially doing here is making sure that there is no stagnation and stasis building up. You're moving not only the chi, but you're loosening the tendons and muscles. You're creating vibrations in your hands. You're creating better oxygen flow to all parts of your fingers. You know, one of the challenges that I've had as an aortic dissection survivor is Raynaud's syndrome, to where my fingers would get really cold, especially in the wintertime. A lot of that's due to periphery blood circulation shutdown. So massaging your hand with a beanbag, another great way to long-term maintain hand and finger health. Tap each hand. I like to do in sequences of 9 taps, 27. Just as long as it feels good. You can also, while you have the beanbag out, tap the neck. Oh, that feels great. And tap the head. Now, If you don't have a Yochi beanbag, you can always go to the Yochi website and find one, or you can take a used sock. I've made many bean bags with just a white cotton sock. Any color sock would do. Fill it 3/4 of the way up with garbanzo beans or black beans, tie it off good, and go to town with vibration. You can use the bean bags all over your body. Oh my goodness, it feels so good. Feel the chi flow, feel the blood flow, the muscles respond. Work that bean bag. I had the camera set up by the pool about 15 minutes ago before we started. It was such a beautiful day, but then I looked at the radar and I saw this big weather front that's coming through that I know y'all are dealing with right now, all the snow up north. So I decided maybe I better come back in the house, and it's starting to rain now, so that was a good idea. Bean bags. Bean bags are a marvelous prop. Okay, now bongos too. If we're going to want to keep that chi flowing, the blood flowing, keep our fingers limber, stretch the tendons, bongos are a wonderful, fun exercise to do. And you can pick up a pair of bongos on a marketplace or any of the garage sale lists and turn on your music, turn it up. Beat your bongos in time to your favorite song. So bongos are another great way to keep the muscles, tendons, and chi open in your hands and create that vitality, the yang xing that we want to create with our hands. Being an artist, I really want to take care of my fingers because my fingers are really the transfer point between my creativity in my brain and the canvas. So keeping fingers flexible, very, very important. Now, I want to talk a little bit also about stimulation. What we do in acupuncture is one of the ways that we work with remedying arthritis or other forms of heat and stagnation in our hands and our fingers is through electrical muscle stimulation. This is different than TENS. Now, the basis that TENS works is TENS will send a variety of electrical signals to your skin. What that does is it confuses the pain signals in your nerves. And by doing that, you find pain relief. However, TENS does not normally benefit muscle growth, muscle rehabilitation, scar tissue removal. But electrical stimulation can. When we exercise, our nerves are shooting electrical impulses through our muscles. That's what causes our muscles to contract and relax. And what a e-stim device that we use in acupuncture does, it is a little electrical generator that has different types of probes. So typically what I would do is take 2 acupuncture needles and I would palpate and find the appropriate location, say if I have an arthritic hand, to insert 1 needle, say like on large intestine 4 point here, and then on a Boschier point in between fingers. So I would have 2 needles in my hands. And what I would do is hook up the e-stimulation machine to the leads and then attach the leads to the needles in my hand. You can adjust the frequency of electrical stimulation along with the amplitude and the amount of current that's running through the leads into your body. What the e-stimulation does is actually work the the muscles just like an actual workout would work the muscles by providing the same basic type of electricity to your hand muscles that an exercise would. Now, why do I tell you about e-stimulation? Because I would encourage you to go talk to your local acupuncturist. Uh, if you don't have one, just find one in your locality, your general area. Make sure you check out their references and that they're a good acupuncturist. But ask your acupuncturist about how e-stimulation or electrical stimulation can help with regrowth of muscles in your hands, your wrists, your fingers, and other parts of your body, not only for muscle regrowth, but also for any kind of tonification, any kind of upcharge of energy into your muscular system. So e-stimulation is very effective. There's a lot of good National Institute of Health reviews on the efficacy of electrical stimulation. I would encourage you to do your research and check out many of the peer-reviewed papers that are on NIH websites, and maybe incorporate those into your long-term plan, incorporate e-stim into your long-term plan for strengthening your finger and wrist and hand muscles. So that's an overview today, survivors, of focusing on strengthening our fingers and our hands. I'll leave you with this last exercise. We'll keep our elbows the same height, arms parallel to the ground, and bring our fingers together in a little hook. Touch our fingers and then just pull. Great exercise. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Engage. Pull. Again, this is an exercise. Inhale, relax, that you can do in your chair as you recover. Exhale, engage, pull, relax. So many other finger and hand exercises out there. These are just a few based on the Qigong flows that I've been working with that I find really helpful. Survivors, have a great week, and big shout out again to Aortic Hope for all they do, and may you be blessed and filled with Qi.